What was that?
Are you letting everybody know that I'm the one that planted that first row of peppers that are out of whack?
I'm not going to take any credit for that geometry, so.
They'll grow just fine.
What are you munching on there?
That would be a breakfast radish straight out of the garden.
Straight out of the garden. Dirt and all.
Dirt and all.
Yes. That's good dirt. You can live on this dirt.
That is good.
In fact, for supper tonight, I believe I'm going to have a bowl of dirt.
I love that dirt.
It's a beautiful, warm June 1st. And these are the pole beans, and they have come up. And next to them, these are all bush beans. I'm going to, this weekend, I mean, these are nowhere near ready for a trellis to climb. But I'll probably go ahead and erect the end poles. And then all I'm going to do is take some of that plastic netting that you've seen and string between them and give them something to climb. Let them go up about 6 feet and just let them run up and down the trellis, and we can pick from both sides. Then the bush beans, well, that's kind of self-explanatory. They just form a bush, and pole beans will produce a little bit longer than the bush beans will. And we're going to come do a nice harvest of the spinach, and that'll be the final one on that. And then we were in here getting ready to weed, and we had discovered, to our pleasant surprise, that most of the weeds growing here is all cilantro. And we raised cilantro here last year and tilled some of it under, and obviously we just scattered the seeds, but we're going to let the cilantro come on up. Hadn't really anticipated growing any this year, but if it's going to come up volunteer, why not? And a little volunteer spinach there, and the weeds off to the side of the onions, they're not competing, they're not a factor, I'm not worried about them. And then my little corn's coming up. 3 triple rows of corn. See the peppers, tomatoes, and the other stuff down there. But what I came out here to show you guys was my broccoli, and I'm proud of it. Right now, when your broccoli gets to about this stage, you need to keep your eye on it. And come out here every day, especially on the warmer days like today, and you want to feel the head. If it's still nice and tight, then you're good. And if the heads start loosening up to where you can start really seeing the individual little flowers, it's time to cut the broccoli. And this one's still tight. I'm starting to see just a little bit in here, but we're going to let that go one more day. But I mean, we got some pretty nice size heads of broccoli on this stuff. Good Sunday morning, everyone. This is just a small sampling of onions from the garden, and they're at a really good size right now. And there are so many of them. We pull them constantly through the growing season, and got a little special plan for these. Now, when any member of the onion family sends up a bloom stalk, this is called escape. And garlic has this, well, like I said, any member of the onion family produces what's called escape. And it's a very thick-bodied and very edible part of the onion. And it's very different from this part. It's very thick, and I guess the idea is to support the weight of the flower and get it up to where the flower can be seen and pollinated and all that sort of thing. So yeah, we're going to take these onion scapes, and we're going to do a little bit of something special for supper. And that's going to come later, but right now, getting ready to start the great broccoli harvest of 2017. So we're going to bring you along for that. Okay, I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see, because I'm going to move this camera. Forgive me, because I can't really see that well for the sun on the display. But if you look, this broccoli is right at the point where you want to harvest it. And with broccoli, see if I can zoom in on one that you can see here. Now with broccoli, what you're going to look for are good tight flower heads. And like these, what you want to do is get these before they separate and start opening up. The quality and the flavor go downhill pretty quickly when that happens. And so the way I'm going to do this, now this variety of broccoli and many other varieties make what are called bonus sprouts. And on this one, the bonus sprout is here. There's one coming up here. Just in other places, you know, on the plant, there's one here. So when you harvest this, you need to be careful. Resist the temptation to take a knife and come down here and just cut it, because you're going to damage some of the bonus shoots, and you won't get many of them. And we have found when you harvest the main head and let the bonus shoots come up, sometimes together they will equal the size of the one big head. So I use these snips so I can get in there and not make a bad mistake. We just kind of gauge down where you want to go with it, and just take a snip, and there we go. And there are 5 bonus shoots on that broccoli still waiting to come up. Yeah, but that's a nice head of broccoli right there. So we're gonna work our way down the row, harvesting the ones that are ready, and we'll show you what we get. Okay, this is the morning's harvest. This wasn't half of what we have in there, but yeah, some really nice, healthy broccoli. And I always kind of liked broccoli, never was super crazy about it until I got sick, and then I started finding out the benefits of this plant, and suddenly broccoli was one of my best friends. So yeah, this is going to freeze up. We're going to have some steamed fresh tonight, but yeah, broccoli does freeze wonderfully. And see, we have several nice heads down in this little dish pan. There are several more back in there, but they weren't quite as big as these. And on the far end of the garden, that catches some shade from the mulberry bush or the mulberry tree. So consequently, they're a little bit smaller. They're taking their time, so there's plenty of time on those. But there's probably 3 times as much broccoli in our garden right now, and then we'll see what the bonus shoots do. But yeah, just wanted to show you a Sunday morning harvest of some really fine broccoli. Thanks for watching, guys.